This is the new video of Module 6 and course is Issues in Pakistan Economy. Module 6 is about the trade sector of the economy. This is balance of payment and trade regimes. So far we had discussed different trade regimes since independence 1947. पाकिस्तान के ट्रेड सेक्टर को हमने डिस्कस किया इन 3 different videos, all the policies and trade reforms and the consequences of those policies since independence, जो कि हमारे पहले 3 trade regimes we had discussed, and now today we'll discuss the next regime which started in 1977 and will cover different time period from 1977 to 1988. This time period is said to be as the liberal trade regime, and then we'll discuss further 1988 onwards the time period of structural adjustment program in Pakistan, and we'll discuss this with special reference to the trade sector of the economy. So let's start today's video. So after coming into power, this military government first of all started taking steps to liberalize the trade. If you recall, previous time period mein trade was restricted. All the policies of the government or all the measures taken by the government were discouraging exports and imports as well. So we can say that was the restrictive time period. This government, after taking charge, started liberalizing the trade. In this perspective, what they do is they started first of all reduction in the number of banned goods. अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने डिस्कस किया था कि एक बैंड गुड्स की लिस्ट बना ली गई कि ये गुड्स हैं टोटली बैंड है, तो वो उस लिस्ट में रिडक्शन हुआ. सेकेंडली रिमूवल ऑफ नॉन टैरिफ बैरियर्स, there were so many non-tariff barriers, so reduction in those non-tariff barriers. Then we had discussed a free list, if you recall, कि ये वो commodities है जो without any proper import requirements you can import. So that free list contains 438 items in 1977, and those added to 91 more items were added till 1982-83, including the consumer goods as well. So number of free list जो है वो increase हो गई. Then procedure for importing commodities that was so complex in the previous time period due to restrictive measures, तो वो उसको streamline किया गया. Further measures includes that removal of explicit import quotas. Quota is basically the amount or value or quantity of a commodity to be imported. So that quota is or that quota used to be fixed on the non-capital imports. That was removed. Then import licensing value ceiling, that was also reduced from 406 items to only 5 consumer items. ये import licensing value ceiling जो है उसको भी reduce किया. Then previously banned and restricted imports, जो कि banned restricted goods में आती थी या prohibited goods में आती थी, those were also liberalized. All these steps were taken to liberalize the trade regime, particularly imports. Besides these early measures, World Bank still stated or reported that Pakistan's import regime or trade regime reached its most restrictive level in 1980s में जो उन्होंने रिव्यू किया. 41% of domestic value added have been protected due to these import restrictions. So they concluded that trade policies of the Pakistan in that time period seems to be more biased in favor of import substitution policy. So that was the review of the World Bank over the policies of 1980s, or you could say the status of import in country in 1980s. Besides liberalizing the imports, export promotion measures were also taken by this government. Export promotion measures के लिए first of all they gave rebates over export rebates को introduce कराया. Then concessionary credit for exporters were available, कि आप exports में हैं तो you are available with the concessionary credit from the financial institutions of the country. Then income tax facilities for exporters, and there were import facilities for exporters. Suppose export oriented industry है तो उसके raw material को हमने import करना है, तो we were given facilities by the government. So import facilities for exporters. Then there was introduction of flexible exchange rate by delinking the rupee from the dollar. So all these measures were taken by the government to liberalize the trade, to liberalize the import and for export promotion in the country. And that was quite different from the previous trade regime. If you recall, in the previous trade regime there was no explicit export policy formalized or outlined for export promotion. So then comes the next time period, that is trade liberalization under the structural adjustment programs, which were introduced in the country in 1988. So 1988 onwards till now we'll discuss this time period with reference to the trade regime. First of all, what happened, trade policy का basic objective क्या था, which was given in June 1988 in the budget. Trade policy was to focus to improve the tariff structure first of all, then reduction of the banned goods list जो थी या banned items थे, providing better export incentives. Export का एक package जो है, ये set of export incentives जो है उसको further improve करना, then import licensing जो एक requirements है उनको streamline करना, उनको easy करना for encouraging imports and exports and liberalizing them particularly. So that was the objective of the policies adopted in 1988. In this perspective, ad valorem duty on all the imports reduced, with the exception of luxury goods और some alcoholic beverages जो हैं उनके अलावा सबके ऊपर import duty को reduce किया. Then tariff rates were reduced as a measure of the trade policy of 1988 then onwards. Duty rates on the raw material import was reduced. Reduction of the banned commodities list, as I already discussed कि जो banned commodities की list थी उनमें बहुत ज़्यादा reduction हुई. Then non-tariff barriers were replaced on the suggestion of World Bank with the tariff barriers as per the structural adjustment program commitment with the IMF and with the government of Pakistan. So all these measures were taken for liberalizing the trade regime in the country. First structural adjustment program started in 1988 in Pakistan, and with this the government was committed for extensive changes in the trade regime or the trade policies of the country. If we deeply analyze, there were various steps taken after in this trade regime 1988 onwards with the inception of this structural adjustment program. February 1991 में सबसे important policy, सबसे important जो है वो measure that was taken by allowing the resident Pakistanis that they can open foreign currency deposit accounts, जिसको FCDs बोलते हैं. इससे पहले ये accounts या तो foreigners खुलवा सकते थे या नॉन रेजिडेंट पाकिस्तानीज खुलवा सकते थे, बट फरवरी 1991 के में पाकिस्तानी रेजिडेंट्स वर अलाउड टू ओपन द फॉरेन करेंसी डिपॉजिट अकाउंट्स, और बैंक्स ने इसके प्रोसेस को बहुत लिबरलाइज कर दिया एंड द बैंक्स वर ऑफरिंग मोर इंसेंटिव ओवर दीज फॉरेन करेंसी डिपॉजिट अकाउंट्स to attract more clients or more depositors into this FCDs. Then import licensing requirement was abolished for commodities except for the commodities on the negative list. That was measure was taken in 1991 March के नेगेटिव लिस्ट पे जो कमोडिटीज़ हैं उनके अलावा कमोडिटीज़ के लिए वी डू नॉट हैव अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ इम्पोर्ट लाइसेंस. Then comes the second SAP in 1993. तो बहुत सारे important steps were taken on the basis of the structural adjustment program of 1993. World Bank reviews this time period and this trade regime, and they have quoted that Pakistan has gained since 1990s by having the FCDs. FCD is the foreign currency deposit accounts. The inflow in the foreign currency deposit account was as large as like 75% as Pakistan's total capital account deposit. ये capital account balance in 1992, 1991 में accounts opening was allowed. In 1992 में उसमें इतना ज़्यादा inflow था as large as 75% of our total capital accounts balance जो था. तो that helped a lot according to the review of the World Bank. In Pakistan, government of Pakistan then further adding to it, World Bank said that Pakistan should extend these trade policies or the trade policy measures, particularly with reference to the trade taxation, and that was review given after the फर्स्ट स्ट्रक्चरल एडजस्टमेंट प्रोग्राम एट द एंड ऑफ दैट प्रोग्राम. सो दे सेट कि पाकिस्तान को एक्सटेंड करना चाहिए फर्दर इन सारी पॉलिसीज़ को. स्पेशली दे शुड वर्क ऑन द trade taxation to see or just to get an idea that how important is the trade regime or trade policy in a country. That 1992-93 में जो टोटल गवर्नमेंट फेडरल गवर्नमेंट के जो रेवेन्यू जनरेटेड था उसका 54% was from import taxation. So this highlights the importance of trade regime or imports or import taxation. So if we like to conclude finally the whole trade regimes and this final trade regime, after the formation of World Trade Organization in 1995, there comes change in the international ट्रेड एनवायरनमेंट. और पाकिस्तान में जो ट्रेड रिफॉर्म्स हुई हैं, ये जो पॉलिसीज़ वी सी दैट वर डन ड्यूरिंग 1988-1995 जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चरल एडजस्टमेंट प्रोग्राम फर्स्ट वाला था, उस दौरान जो है पॉलिसीज़ चेंज हुई. उसके बाद जो पॉलिसीज़ हम देखते भी हैं वो उन्हीं की रेपिटेशन है या वो ओकेजनल इंटरवेंशन है बाय द गवर्नमेंट को रेट्स को वेरिएट करना. देयर इज़ नो स्ट्रक्चरल चेंज और पॉलिसी रिफॉर्म आफ्टर दिस mid-1990s, and especially after the WTO there has not been significant reforms, significant change in the trade policies of Pakistan. So we are having almost the same scenario which we had seen after the structural adjustment program. Rates ki variation is, as I told you, that is occasionally as per the requirement of the time. Otherwise we cannot observe any big policy reform in the trade sector after this structural adjustment program. So this is all about the trade regimes. By this video we have completed discussing the different trade regimes in Pakistan's economic history. We had thoroughly discussed different time periods or उस time period की trade policies, and we finally approached to 1988 onwards when there comes structural adjustment program in progress in Pakistan. So उसके बाद जो policies हैं वो almost same है as we had finally concluded. So this is end of the trade regimes discussion, and we had developed a foundation to analyze the different trade policies adopted different time periods and their consequences. So we'll discuss the next topic from the same module in the next video, and till then you are again advised the same, go to your recommended textbook and have a thorough reading from there. All these content is available over there. उसको वहाँ से पढ़ें और उसको thoroughly go through करें and make your own notes for better understanding and learning.